We were at an event and you were telling your story about how you used to like catch the train every day into Manhattan. I want you to share that story with my viewers.
Yeah, we were at an event for like aspiring artists, so I wanted to tell them like the hustle is like real. You know, I would leave high school and jump on the train from Elizabeth, take it into the city, go to Times Square, go, you know, and stand in line for all like these shows like TRL and Sucker Free and 106 and Park. And you know, I would wait in line, be in the studio audience, and on my way out, while they're taking us out, I would like pop into dressing rooms. And Sucker Free was happening at the time, and Cypher Sounds was the host, and he was also on satellite radio and on Hot 97. So I kind of had a goal. I'm like, yo, I gotta get his attention. So after like sitting in like 4 or 5 shows, sitting in the studio audience, walking out on the way out, like, yo, Cypher, I'm a DJ, I wanna open up. You know, you get that so much, because I get it. So it's like, yeah, cool. But I was so persistent with it, and I didn't give up, and he would see me, and he's like, yo, this kid might really want to do this. And then after months of doing it, they finally called me back and like, hey, do you want to intern? I'm like, yeah, cool. All I needed to do was get my foot in the door. I had no family members, no friends that were in the business. And Cypher kind of took me under his wing, and I'm driving the car, going to get food, you know, picking him up, opening up as a DJ before he gets on, doing 20 minutes, you know, but I knew that was more than enough that I needed, and I was gonna take that and flip it. And you know, I did, but it took that grind, you know, and that loyalty. Like I was always loyal to Cypher. I never shitted on him. I never went around him, you know, or he'll put me in a certain situation. I never kind of like did anything without him knowing. You know, he put me in Hot 97. He put me at Sirius Satellite Radio. I was even like working with MTV after he got me in. And I think just being loyal and still to today, like if he needs anything, I'm there for him. And a lot of people, you know, once you give them an opportunity, they run and they kind of forget about it. They forget about the person that gave it to them. And I think that's important, and I think that's why I've been able to grow and be so successful so far, is like because of my loyalty and being who I am. And I never like acted any different. You know, I never shitted on nobody. And I think if you know, true to yourself, you'll be able to grow fast.
And what's some advice that you would give to not only an upcoming DJ or, you know, someone that's actually trying to pursue their dreams in this kind of industry?
Well, what I did, my formula, even for artists, for DJs, anyone, I try to compare myself to the best at the time, right? So I'm saying, if I want to be where Cypher Sounds, Mr. C, DJ Funk Flexes, I got to do better than what they're doing to get to there, right? Use them as inspiration, not hate, you know, use them as inspiration. So artists, if you're trying to make a record or you're trying to be a poppin' artist, how does your music sound when you play it next to Drake, when you play it next to J. Cole, when you play it next to Kendrick Lamar? If it doesn't even sound the same quality-wise, like you don't belong there. So as a DJ, I'm like, well, I want to make sure I know my music, I know what I'm playing, you know, practice, so that when I'm on the radio, I can compete with these people. And I think that was like key, is like I always put myself at the highest pedestal and then worked my way up. I didn't like say I'm gonna start bottom, or no, I put myself high and then caught up to it. Mm-hmm. So as an artist, you gotta be like, okay, I'm competing with these people. I wanna be on the radio. You know, I want Drewski to play my record. Well, Drewski's gonna play Drake's record, play a Future record, play a J. Cole record, and then play your record. The first 3 are quality songs, you know, records. Different artists, different, you know, flows and styles, but they all sound quality. You know, you hear a hit when it's a hit. So you gotta just know your sound and know, you know, that you can compete with them. And I think that was like key to both, you know, for artists and for myself. I always use, you know, the biggest, you know, artists, the biggest DJs as inspiration and compare myself to that.
Right, that's like your goal. That's where you want to be.
Right.
It's like a vision board.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't, yeah, a vision board, a goal. But like, yo, if Khaled is doing this, I want to do it better.
Now, did you think or did you envision that you would have come this far?
Yeah, yes. I don't want to be like, yes. Like I always had focus. I always focused, and I knew what my goals were, and I went for them. It takes time. It took time. For me, it feels like it took forever, and for some people, like, man, he ain't even put in no work. Like they don't even know how much work I put in. I'm still putting in work. We don't sleep. I haven't slept like 3 hours, and I'm here today. So it's like, like, you know, people think it happens overnight, but it was a lot of work. But I always knew it's not like surprising to me, or like, you know, it's not like I hit the lottery. It's like I worked for this, you know. So yeah, I always, you know, like I said, I've always put myself high, and now I'm like halfway there, and there's just so much more to go.
I think you should though too. Like anybody should. Like you gotta put yourself high. Like that's a part of, you know, reading The Secret or anything else. Is like you gotta put yourself high to get there. You can't think you won't get there, or else it's not gonna happen.
Same thing. Like with her weight, it was like I don't care how big you are or how skinny you are. You carry yourself like you are the shit, and you don't have to be, you know, arrogant or cocky, but just know your worth. Like I'm the hottest DJ. Why? Because I'm on every platform, and I put myself there. I'm on the radio, I'm on television, and I'm on the internet. So shout out to Hot 97, shout out to Love and Hip Hop, shout out to Vivo, you know what I'm saying? That just didn't come because I knew somebody. I didn't know nobody at Vivo. I worked and they reached out, so it's the same.
That's some inspiration for you guys.
Yes.